So Newt Gingrich delivers a gift to the Democrats, making clear why the House Select Committee should absolutely use its power of inherent contempt to compel the testimony of witnesses. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So did you see what Newt Gingrich said? The gift that he handed to us? You know, Newt Gingrich is not so adept at saying the quiet part out loud and having it work for him. So I first saw what Newt said on the Fox Entertainment Network when a clip of his appearance was attached to a tweet sent out by a gentleman named Ron Filipkowski. If you don't know Ron, he is a veteran. He's a former Republican who stood up to Governor Ron DeSantis in the most principled way. I urge you to look into Ron's backstory. I think you'll find it interesting and inspirational. And here's what Ron Filipkowski tweeted out. Newt Gingrich said this morning that people serving on the J6 committee are going to jail if Republicans take over Congress after the next election. So, according to old Newt, the Democrats on the J6 committee, and I guess the two Republicans as well, will be going to jail if the Republicans take control of the Congress in the upcoming midterm elections. Doesn't matter that they've committed no crime. They've done nothing wrong. In fact, every single federal judge who has ruled in connection with the House Select Committee's work, they all ruled that the House Select Committee absolutely has a legitimate legislative purpose to do precisely what it is doing. That doesn't matter to old Newt. He says they're going to jail if the Republicans take power. Now, I want to quote Newt's precise words in that Fox Entertainment clip, but I'm not going to inflict his voice on you. I'm going to read verbatim what he said in a clip that was about 45 seconds long. Quote, "You're going to have a Republican majority in the House and a Republican majority in the Senate. And all of these people who have been so tough and so mean and so nasty, the House Select Committee, are going to be delivered subpoenas for every document, every conversation, every tweet, every email, because I think it's clear that there are people who are literally just running over the law, pursuing innocent people, causing them to spend thousands and thousands of dollars in legal fees for no justification. And it's basically a lynch mob. And unfortunately, the Attorney General of the United States has joined that lynch mob and is totally misusing the FBI. And I think when you have a Republican Congress, this is all going to come crashing down. And the wolves are going to find out that they're now sheep, and they are the ones who are, in fact, gonna, I think, face a real risk of jail for the kind of laws they're breaking." So, Newt says the members of the J6 committee are running over the law and are therefore going to jail, even though every federal judge who has ruled said the House Select Committee is doing precisely what it is lawfully authorized to do. So why is this admission by Newt Gingrich a gift to the House Select Committee? Well, to the extent the House Select Committee has been hesitant to use its own lawful power of inherent contempt, and I think we all know by now what inherent contempt is. We've been talking about it since back during the impeachment days. But the power of inherent contempt says that Congress has every right to enforce its own subpoenas and it can send the sergeant at arms of the House out to take somebody into custody and detain them until they agree to testify. They purge the contempt. The Supreme Court has said that is lawful. It's constitutional. To the extent the House Select Committee has been hesitant to use it, the calculation probably has been, well, if we go easy and if we play nice, then when and if the Republicans are back in power, when and if the Republicans take control of Congress, well, they'll go easy and they'll play nice with us as well, and they won't try to lock us up. Well, sad little Newt Gingrich just told you otherwise, didn't he? Even though the House Select Committee has not yet used its lawful power of inherent contempt to take into custody a single witness, doesn't matter. Newt already told you, when and if the Republicans take control of Congress, they will lock up members of the J6 panel, presumably not just the Democrats, but the two Republicans. They won't have a lawful reason to do it. They will do it corruptly for purposes of political retribution, but they will do it. Newt told you that. He promised you that. My friend Allison Gill from Mueller, She Wrote and the Daily Beans summed it up nicely in a tweet today when she said, Newt's comments confirm that whether we pat Republicans on the head or put them in handcuffs, they will go scorched earth on Dems if they win the House. So it begs the question, why in the world would the House Select Committee continue to decline to use its lawful power of inherent contempt? There is no playing nice. There is no going easy. Newt already told you that the Republicans, if they take control at the midterms, will try to lock y'all up inferentially using the power of inherent contempt. How about we deploy it for the forces of good? Right here, right now, to corral people like Steve Bannon, Mark Meadows, and other members of the cover-up club, the cover-up caucus, people who have relevant information about Donald Trump's crimes and yet refuse to provide it to the House Select Committee, to Congress, and by extension to we the people. How about Congress deploy its lawful power of inherent contempt for good? Right? Let's use it to try to save our democracy, because the Republicans are going to use it, according to Newt, to try to corruptly imprison their political opponents. Let's use it now for the forces of good, because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.